Okay, welcome to the mixed compression supersonic intake system of Ramjet Engine. So in last session we seen modeling of mixed compression supersonic intake system. We done some analysis and we seen the output. In this lecture, we will try to see bleeding process on the mixed compression supersonic intake system of Ramjet Engine. So what we'll try to do? Oh, in the last session, we completed geometry. We will try to open geometry once again, edit geometry in design modeler. Well, when I select this one, my geometry will going to open. Okay, this is the geometry we modeled in the last session. Now, what I will try to do, I will try to add bleeding process here. If you clearly see, this is a continuous line from this end point to here. I will add bleeding, that means a small slot at here, such that how the bleeding process will affect my mixed compression supersonic intake system. I will try to see. Okay, for that reason, I will go to sketching. Now, I will draw a line here. I will try to draw a line. Okay, then I will try to make this one is perpendicular to this inclined line. So I will go to dimension, angle. I will select first this inclined line, then this one, then it is showing some other angle. I will try to right click here, alternate angle. Now it is my alternate angle. So A30 it is showing, it is 93. I'll try to make it as perpendicular 90. Now I will be drawing another line. Okay, now this is my another line. Now this new line should be parallel to this one. So I will go to constraint. I have a parallel option. I will select first the line which is parallel. So this is my line. This need to be parallel to this one. Then I select this one. Now these two lines are parallel to each other. Then I try to give distance between these two lines. I have a length distance dimension. Now I will select first line and second line. I will be giving distance between these two, which is L31. L31 9 point something is there. I will make it as a 5. So this is nothing but the distance between these two is 5 mm. So if I talking about circular bleeding system, this 5 is nothing but diameter of the circular hole. Okay, this is the diameter of the circular hole. Now, what I will try to do next, I will try to give distance between this center point to this line. So I will select this point here. Okay, then I will deselect edge. Now I can able to select only point here. Okay, now I will select point at the center and length distance point at the center and this line. So this is my linear distance L33. So that value should be 69. I will make it as a 50 suppose. Okay, this is the 50 distance, linear distance from the apex of the center body. Now I will say that this is the bleeding. So I will try to trim remaining part. I have a modify trim. I will be trimming the extra part here. Okay, before that, sorry. Okay, I was undone this one. So first, what we try to do, we try to remove first center part. First, we'll try to remove center part. Then we will remove the extra part at here. Okay, now you can see there is a gap is formed here. There is a gap formed from here to here. So these gap will be filled with a line here. So I'll be filling this gap with a line. This makes me a new line which can I give a outlet to in the named section. Okay, this is how I finish my geometry for bleeding process. This is my bleeding. Now I will make it generate. I will be closing this modeler window. Now I will try to change something in mesh. I will double click on mesh. It is asking me to update the geometry will be updated. So in mesh, first I will try to check named selections. So previous I have a inlet, I have a outlet. These two are my outlet, and I have a axis, and this is my wall. So actually I trimmed this one. For that reason, it is not showing me as a wall. What I will try to you should make sure that the remaining thing is a wall. Only whatever new line we created that should not be selected. Now what I will try to do, I will select uh, what I will try to do, I will select this one and right click here, create named selection. I will try to give as a outlet 2 because I have a already outlet. I am trying to give as a outlet 2. Then click on OK. Now I will be verifying once again. So inlet, outlet, these two are my outlet, axis, this is a wall, okay, here wall. So it was not selected. So that is a outlet too. Now everything is finished. I will simply right click on mesh and update. Now my meshing is completed. I will be verifying once again. I will close this mesh window. Now I will be opening setup. So there is a update is there. So that's why it is asking update. I made it as a updated required. This is my setup window. So in last session we already seen density based axisymmetric absolute study. Okay. So we already have energy equation on. Okay. We will be chosen inviscid. Okay. So I'll be just verifying whether it is right or wrong. So in materials, I given air is ideal gas. Okay. Then I mentioned cell zone condition. It should be air only. Okay. Then then directly go to boundary condition. Here, boundary condition at the bottom console, it is saying found a new zone with the incoming mesh. That means we generated a new named section here. For that reason, it is saying a new name was generated. So what I will try to do, I will go to axis. So have axis defined as axis inlet pressure far field. Okay, I will verify the values. Okay, these are the gauge pressure Mach number we given. Okay, then we have interior surface body as interior. Then we have a pressure outlet. We mentioned 150000. Okay, then now we have a outlet 2. Again, we will mention as a pressure outlet. We will edit this one. First, we will give similar to our outlet 150000. We will be verifying whether it attains this pressure or not. Now we'll be giving temperature as 300. The remaining values are same. Just in outlet 2, I mentioned 150000. Click on apply, close. Then wall should be wall only. Then I will directly go to initialization. Then I click on hybrid initialization. Now I will go to run calculation. Here I will try to give 500 iterations. Okay, click on calculate. So it will take some iterations. Now, so You can see iterations were completed. Now what we'll try to do? We'll try to go to graphics. We have a contours. We have a contour 1 and a contour 2. What I will try to do, I will select all. I have a velocity. Okay, I will go with only velocity, magnitude, click on compute and display. Okay, so it is not giving expected result. So you can see with the bleeding system, your total distortion was happened. Okay, we will verify with the pressure, static pressure, compute and close and display. Okay, this is the distortion it was happened. Okay, now what we'll try to do? We will try to change the conditions here. Okay, distortion is happened. In that case, I went to outlet 2 again because due to outlet 2 only distortion was taking place due to bleeding process. I was changed this one into outflow. Okay, I was changed into outflow because at the previous case we given some pressure value as a pressure outlet. Due to that, the distortion is happened. I will be giving simply as a outflow. Okay, now just I changed this one outlet to outflow. Then we have a initialization. Here there may be issue with the hybrid initialization. You can see when I click on hybrid initialization, if there are some issue, so what we'll try to do, we will try to go to standard initialization. Then we have a compute from inlet. Then I click on initialize. Okay, after that I will go to run calculation. Simply click on calculate. You can see. So iterations are going. Now we'll see when it will converge. We will try to see. Now you can see it was converged at a 140 iteration itself. Then I will go to contour and I double click on contour. So I will try to select all. Then I will be seeing pressure, static pressure, compute and display. Okay, this is the contours what we are seeing in previous video. The same contours will be getting. That means it is not distorted now. Now we'll try to check velocity, velocity, magnitude, compute, save and display. So this is the contour for the velocity. It is also expected. So what we try to do, we will try to see maximum pressure. Okay, we will try to change the outlet and inlet pressure in such a way that the maximum pressure will be obtained here. Okay, this is the thing we try to identify. Okay, otherwise we will see Mach number also. Okay, velocity, if possible, Mach number we will try to see. Okay, here also Mach number contours are there, which is ranging from 1.4593612 to 2.526789. Okay, so these are the Mach number. Now I will be closing my setup window. Okay, savings for future calculation. Okay, so it is writing something such that we can reuse this thing in future. uh, Solution is asking some update. I will right click here and update the solution. Okay, because it is asking update symbol, so I will try to make it updated my solution. After updating solution, I will try to open result here. Okay, this is my result window. Now what I will try to see, I will look for pressure. So this is my pressure contour now. So I have a pressure contour. So I need a highest pressure. I need highest pressure at here. So how I will obtain? I will take a probe here. I will take a probe. I will measure pressure at entry. Okay, I will try to measure pressure at the entry at here and here. You can see pressure at here is nothing but 26439.7. Similarly, we will try to measure pressure at here and here also. The highest pressure we will be noting down, and that is the our efficient bleeding process. Now, here you can see the bleeding is actually happening at here. You can see the bleeding is actually happen here because we created a slot here. So the mass is discharging through this hole. Okay, so when it is happening, so we obtain that highest pressure recovery at the end of our mixed supersonic intake system. Now this is our single bleed hole. Okay, I will cross check once again with my double bleed hole. So whatever bleed I was created, that means whatever slot I was created, same slot I will be creating adjacent to my bleed, first bleed. Then I will check the pressure recovery for the two bleed system. If it is not optimal, then I will go for three hole bleeding process. Okay, you can see this is my sketching. Okay, I have a single bleed now. Okay, similarly, I need another bleed. Same process. I will go to a line. I will be drawn another line here. So I will make this one into 90 degrees with respect to this inclined line. I need alternative angle. Okay, this is 90 degrees. I try to make it A34. It is 97, but I need to make it to 90. Okay, then I will try to draw another line. Now this line should be parallel to this one. So have a constraint parallel. I will select the previous line. Now the new line. Now these two are parallel to each other. Now what I will try to do, I will try to give dimension between these two. Okay, linear dimension between these two. So I will be mentioning L35 as 5 because the previous hole is also with 5 mm diameter. This one also will making as a 5 mm diameter. The next step I will try to give linear dimension between my center point to this line. Okay, it was deselected. I need center point to this line. So this is my linear dimension L36 T6. Previous I given. Okay, I will try to give L36. It is a 40. I will make it as a 40. Okay. So this is the 40 mm distance from the center point. Next, I will try to trim the extra lines. Modify, trim. First, I will trim the middle part. Then I will trim the extra lines which just now drawn. Now, this is the gap now. You can see this is the gap now created. I will join with them line. Okay, now I'll click on generate. Now my geometry is ready now. Now I have a two bleeding holes. Okay, previous I have only one bleeding. Now I have a two bleeding holes. So same process. Again I will go to mesh window. I will make this one is also outlet two. I will make this one is outlet. That means these two are my outlet now. So I will give same outflow. I will do analysis. I will obtain the results similar to first bleeding process. I will just finish with meshing. The remaining part is same. Sorry. Okay, this is my meshing window now. Now we will try to see named sections here. Now we'll be looking into inlet, okay, outlet, okay, axis, okay, wall. This is the wall now. This is my outlet now. If I zoom this one clearly, so wall, it was selected at here. If I select all, if I select all the named sections, something is missing. So this is my second bleeding now. What I will try to do now, this is my outlet now. I will select another bleed hole here. This is the center part that is not required. This is bleed hole, and this one also I will make it as. Okay, these two I will be making as a bleed hole now. One is selected. I will go with edge selection actually. Okay, this is my first bleed. This is my second blade. I try to select these two. It is not a blade. It is a wall between these two. So I will click on apply. So these are the two bleeds I have. I will check for wall. Okay, this is wall. Now what I will try to do, I will make this center also wall now. This one I will try to make it as center as a wall. Okay, now you can see I will be making that center is also wall. Otherwise it will be treated as some other geometry. Apply. Okay, now you can see this is my wall. This is my wall from here, and this one is also wall. This portion is also wall now. Complete portion. Outlet, you can clearly see these are the two outlet. Between these two outlet I have a wall. Okay, so this is my complete with a two bleed hole system. I will verify inlet, okay, outlet, these are the two outlets. I have a axis, I have a wall. So this is starting line, and I have a intermediate, then we have a continuous line. Then I will look for outlet. Okay, these are the outlet too. So I will right click on mesh and update mesh. Okay, this is how we finished. Next to setup and the result, everything is similar. Just we'll go to initialize and we'll solve the setup file. Okay, thank you. Okay, not only here, try to understand. So we seen two bleed, we can go for three bleed, flow, four bleed, and we will see the optimal number of bleed for our analysis. Okay, thank you.